Here for about 21 years. We did not have a host available to do the show, but I said, you know what? We have a full hour of EV Rider mobility scooters, and I am so passionate about what I do for this company. I said, you know what? I would love the opportunity to come here today, spend an hour with you in your home, and talk about this incredible mobility scooter. We set out to change the world of mobility scooters years ago. They were big, they were bulky, they were heavy, and they were able to help some of the people some of the time, but we wanted to create scooters that could help you get everywhere you want to go, to stay connected with those that you love so much and fill your life with joy and happiness. I'm also going to spend a little bit of this hour talking about the EV Rider Company, a family-owned company. We've been in business for 20 years, and we will be with you for the life of your scooter for as long as you own this scooter, from day one all the way through every single day when you own this scooter, which is a pretty exciting thing for a company to be able to say. And I also want to spend some time talking to you about how exciting today is, because on this scooter that I am on, which is item V83273, it's the EV Rider manual fold four-wheel mobility scooter. I was told I have a sale price today of $700 off. Our regular everyday price for this is $2,700, and we stand by that price. This scooter is on QVC.com almost every day of the year for $2,700. Our sale pricing today brings it down to $19.99 saving you about $700. In addition, and this is what I love so much as a QVC shopper and viewer, just as much as you are, we have free shipping and handling today. It makes today an incredible day to bring home the EV Rider mobility scooter. We have a couple ways to make this more affordable for you at QVC. You can break this down into 5 easy pays. So even if you've never shopped at QVC before and you have a major credit card, you can give us a call and we can take the cost of this scooter and break it down into 5 easy payments, making it $400 a month. That's with no interest at all. So you can break the cost down, which makes it a lot more affordable. But the secret for today, and I'm so excited to have 18-month special financing. So if you have our Q card, you can call into our order number, which is 1-800-500-7590. If you have that Q card, you can break your payments down to $111.11. I'm just going to call it $112 over 18 months. That makes this EV Rider mobility scooter, it is literally the most affordable way to get an EV Rider mobility scooter home to you. Now we are down to 2 colors. We started this offer with 4 colors. The silver and the rose gold are gone. We do not have a reorder on this scooter at all. I am on the red. We are down to, and again, there is no reorder on the scooter, we are down to 22 scooters. This scooter, which we introduced of May 2024, it's just about 1 year old. This was supposed to last for a very, very long time. It has been so incredibly popular, we are down to just such limited quantities. The other color that we have for you is called the blue. We have 8. There are 8 to go around, and that is all. So here's the thing, you know, as life changes, as we age, you know, we go through these things, through these accidents and these injuries and these illnesses, and then we tend to lose strength, or we lose balance, or, you know, maybe it's a bad back or a COPD issue. EV Rider mobility scooters are built to be powerful. They're built to be reliable. These are scooters that have gone all over the world. Our scooters have made it to Africa. They're TSA cleared. They've been on airplanes many, many times. But they are also a scooter that is the easiest to take with you, throw in the back of your car, and get yourself to the grocery store by yourself. Get yourself to the pharmacy. Get yourself to the flea market by yourself without having to wait for help from anybody else. They're also uniquely engineered so that they're agile, so you can bring them inside your home. This is something most mobility scooters you can't do with. They are agile, so you can use them in your own home. But you saw what I just did. This is such an exciting scooter. I have taken a full-size mobility scooter, and I will talk about the one that my father bought just about 2 years ago, which looks so much like this. It's almost remarkably like this, but it weighs over 100 pounds. It does not fold down. He can never put it in the back of his car. He can never take it anywhere that he wants to go. This scooter, it's the same scooter, is a four-wheel stable scooter that supports up to 250 pounds. You saw me fold it down in just seconds. I'm going to say this is about the size of a rolling suitcase. It stands on its own. It's completely balanced. And when it's time to get going, you can throw this in the back of your car and get on your way. That is the joy, that is the excitement, and that is the big difference with EV Rider mobility scooters. Now, this is also a scooter that's going to ship to you fully assembled. In one box, this entire scooter will ship to you fully assembled. The only thing that you would have to do is, if you want, we've given you armrests with this scooter. So if you want to put them on, you can. Not everybody wants an armrest, so they don't come pre-installed, but if you want to put them on, you'll see right here, you put 3 little screws in right there. Then you have an armrest that folds down, which allows you to get on and off the scooter with ease. These armrests also come up like this to give you more support and stability when you're in the scooter. But what I love about them, because a lot of times it's this standing up and sitting down that are a challenge. So now you've got armrests on the side of the scooter to be able to do that. But if you take your scooter maybe to the movies or maybe to a sporting event, you could pull those armrests up if you like. But it's fully assembled. You'll add those armrests if you feel like doing that. I'd love to take you on a tour of do we want to go straight to the testimonial? So I'm not sure what we're going to do. So Tom, before I show the scooter, we want to show you a QVC customer who was watching our story and picked up an EV Rider. We want you to see what it did for his life.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm a 78-year-old with peripheral neuropathy, which limits my mobility. Doesn't cripple me, but it limits me. So when we saw the EV Rider on QVC, we thought, man, what a perfect answer to our traveling. So we ordered it, got it in a week. The next week we left after we had taken it out of the box. We left on a trip that included Dulles International Airport and included considerable bus travel. What we did, we got this because that's the size of my suitcase. And this is the weight of my suitcase. And that can go in there and we can go. Bus drivers loved it, air personnel loved it. It just worked perfectly.
That was Tom. Well, I absolutely love Tom's story. Every time I see it, I am absolutely thrilled. He was a QVC customer just like you. He was sitting at home, probably on his couch, watching our story, wondering, is this the thing that's going to make a difference in my life? He looks like he probably worked his entire life, and he was a guy on the go. He took his EV Rider, you heard him, on airplanes. He took it on bus rides. EV Rider was the difference. EV Rider was what changed his life, to bring him to all those places he wanted to go. We love Tom's story, and again, he's a customer just like you, does not work for the EV Rider company. So what I'm going to do is come up here and show you the dashboard, because I want you to see how easy to drive an EV Rider scooter is. So it will ship to you fully assembled. I'm going to take this out of my ear for a second. It will ship to you fully assembled and partially charged. So I'm going to turn mine off right there. And so you see the power button, because a lot of the features that you're going to see on this scooter are modeled after luxury cars. So what we have are fobs instead of keys. Here's the power button right here. You're going to simply press that power button and you'll see it lights up red, but it's not on yet. You're going to activate the scooter by swiping it just like that, and you see how it turned blue. But this is a keyless entry. Just like people love their keyless entry on their luxury cars, you now have a keyless entry on your mobility scooter. You can take these keys and you can hang them on the hook right here if you like to. But what we found is a lot of people want to put those in their handbag or in their pockets, so they have them with them. So say you're going to a buffet or something like that, you know you have your keys with you, you never leave them in the scooter. So let's look at the dashboard, because everything we do, everything is easy to see, is easy to use. Here's the dashboard on the left-hand side of your screen. So you've got that big, bold display right here. This tells you how much charge you have in your battery. You get, on a full charge of the battery, you get up to 7 miles of distance. And what you're gonna see is it's gonna go from the green, and as you drive through those 7 miles, those green lights right here that you see will dim down. You'll get into the yellow zone. And when you get into the red zone, it's simply time to recharge your scooter again. On the left-hand side, you've got your headlights right there. They're headlights and taillights. They're LED, because you know what? Why shouldn't you be outside at night, walking in the neighborhood, walking your dog, watching a sporting event outside at night? There are your lights right there. You also have a horn. That's your courtesy horn right there, and that's really nice for crowded spaces and things like that. Here's your speed dial. Now, what I want you to see is, if your hands have changed over time and your hands, you don't have the strength you used to have in your hands. Opening jars for me is a challenge these days. Never used to be, but it is now. Or you got arthritis or anything like that. I want you to see how easy everything is to do. This is a zero hand fatigue scooter. We built it, we engineered it to be like that. I'm changing my speed as we're talking, so this will go all the way up to almost 4 miles an hour, which is a really nice clip. Then to drive the scooter, here are your handles right here. This is not a traditional throttle that you would think of in like a motorcycle, where you have to grab tight and twist and turn. We don't want any stress in your wrists or your hands at all. This is simply to rest your hands so that you can steer the scooter with ease, and they are padded, which is really nice. But this right here, this is called your wig-wag. This is how you make the scooter go. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna use my right hand only. Here's my left hand, and I'm gonna make the scooter go. I want you to see how easy that is. I'm actually gonna switch it to my thumb. To go forward, to go backward. Left hand, to go forward, to go backward. So either hand, it's kind of the ambidextrous scooter. I have used a mobility scooter several times myself. I have a calf that I have injured many times. I have torn it 4 times, been in an orthopedic boot 4 times. And I have used scooters in big box stores and grocery stores. And what I find is, when I get back to my car, my hands are tired. It's helped my legs, which is a great thing, but my hands are tired. So what good have I done myself? EV Rider, because our owner, our founder, our chief engineer is a biomedical engineer, he builds who you are, what you need into every single scooter. Now, I'm on the red scooter, which is, I think, kind of fierce and fabulous. If you've ever dreamed of having a convertible or a race car in your life, this could be your chance to get your convertible EV Rider scooter. This is the red. Again, I walked in tonight not expecting to have the quantities as limited as they are. We're starting the show with 22 of these, and that's all that's left. This will not be reordered. Over here, we've got the blue, and I don't know if we can get an up close shot of that blue. There is a glistening, beautiful